Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer has found this mesh system to be exceptionally reliable after more than a year of use. Our client notes that it has remained rock solid, handling a large number of connected devices, well over 60, without any performance hiccups, even if many of them are low-bandwidth smart home gadgets. The connection has been remarkably stable, with any brief outages likely attributable to the internet service provider rather than the hardware itself. While the hardware is stable, a firmware update did cause a frustrating issue where the administrator password suddenly stopped working. However, this led to what our reviewer describes as one of the best technical support experiences they have ever had. Instead of a frustrating automated system, they were quickly connected to a knowledgeable representative who identified the problem. The system's companion mobile app had an old password saved and had overwritten the local one during the update. The fix was simple once identified, and the support was handled professionally and without any attempt to charge for the help, which was a pleasant surprise. This experience highlights the main takeaway. This networking gear is not for the casual user. It's a powerful tool for those who want to take advantage of advanced features like network segmentation to isolate different types of devices for security. Setup requires a deep dive into a web interface, and the reviewer suggests that anyone intimidated by a technical user manual might want to look elsewhere. For those who are comfortable with that level of configuration, the system offers robust security options that go far beyond typical consumer-grade equipment, despite a few quirks like the management interface being tied to a specific network.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer, an IT professional, was struggling with the Wi-Fi in their two-story home. Their previous setup involved a separate router and access point, which created multiple network names and frustrating connection drops as they moved from one floor to another. Seeking a modern solution that could handle a large space and take advantage of new Wi-Fi 6 technology in their devices, they decided to upgrade to this mesh system. The goal was to get a single, seamless network throughout their entire 2,400 square foot house. Installation proved to be remarkably simple. After connecting the main unit to the modem, it came online without a hitch. Since the primary router and the satellite unit come prepared from the factory, they synchronized automatically once powered on. Our reviewer appreciated that all the complex configuration was passed from the main router to the satellite, requiring no separate setup for the second device. The performance improvement was immediate and substantial. The most significant change was the ability to walk anywhere in the house without ever losing connection, as devices now switch between the router and satellite seamlessly on a single network name. This client opted to connect the two units with an Ethernet cable for a wired backhaul, which provides incredible speeds of over 700 Mbps consistently, even on the second floor. Dead spots are a thing of the past, and the signal is now strong enough to cover both the front and back yards. With over 20 devices connected, from phones and laptops to security cameras and printers, this networking hardware has been rock solid. It intelligently manages traffic, ensuring every device gets the right connection. While it may be a more premium option, our reviewer finds that for anyone wanting a high-performance, secure and truly set-it-and-forget-it home network, this system is one of the best available.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer starts with a major caveat. NETGEAR's tech support is apparently non-existent, so be prepared to troubleshoot on your own. That being said, our reviewer thinks that if you have the necessary expertise, this mesh Wi-Fi system is a solid piece of equipment. This client particularly appreciates the features that allow for separate networks for different purposes: business, school, personal, and guest use, all while sharing a substantial wireless connection. The throughput, both wired and wireless, is reportedly excellent, maxing out only at the limitations of the connected devices and the modem's bandwidth. Unlike older setups with routers and repeaters, this system allows seamless movement between rooms and floors without signal drops or disconnections. The management interface is also considered easier to navigate than previous multi-component network setups, provided you're comfortable logging in via a web portal and understand network configuration. However, the reviewer emphasizes that this system is definitely not user-friendly for novices. It requires familiarity with networking concepts and using firmware-based tools through a web portal. They learned the hard way that the system isn't compatible with any of the NETGEAR apps, despite what the instructions claim. Attempts to use the apps resulted in crashes and freezes, requiring multiple frustrating factory resets of the router and satellites. Only when they abandoned the apps and configured everything directly through the web interface did the process finally work. Overall, this client thinks this isn't a cheap option, but it's a worthwhile investment for networking gurus, small businesses, or homes with dedicated IT support. It allows everyone to share bandwidth efficiently, boosting productivity and satisfaction. However, for the average consumer without IT expertise, this system is probably not the right choice. It's not something your tech-savvy friend or grandchild can easily set up.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.